Hello! Welcome to Mild Fuzz TV Live. I am Peter. You probably know that if you're here, admittedly. I can't imagine the people who show up to this just to check out a live stream without having seen any of the content the channel otherwise puts out. That'd be kind of weird. And I'm just now very conscientious if I've got any jam on my beard, because I was having a jam bagel quickly before we started because I was peckish and didn't want to be sitting here being hungry the whole time. But welcome, Eat That Horse and Devious. Welcome. Been a very busy week. Busy week for content. It's a busy day for content. Screams After Midnight is ready to go live, like right after this stream. I've still got the ace to edit and put up tonight. Not to mention, I've got the second half of the top 50 results to edit tomorrow. Do you know what's great? Paul Dano is the Riddler. Yeah, it's a good choice. It's an interesting choice. He seems like he's got that squirmy fit. Hey, Renegade. So, you know, good things. Oh. Thank you, YouTube, for emailing me that I'm live. I'm glad they felt the need to email me that. Otherwise, I would never know. Ah, dear. Guess what, Pete? I don't know, Renegade. What's happening? Did you get a 67 Sonic game? Did you beat Sonic 62? What's happening? But yeah, so Thursday, not a usual day for a daytime stream. But Mondays is off limits right now. I hadn't planned this in advance particularly. I was kind of just realizing I had some time, but thought, yeah, I could stream for a little bit. Connor is basically on vacation as of today, so I have a little bit extra time here or there. Davies, I wasn't interested in the Batman one bit, but after all these great casting news, sign me up. Director is good too, of course. I mean, it is the director of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which gets him a lot of points. You're at McDonald's again? Renegade, come on, Renegade. Internet backup. Hey, Sheldon. Yes. I mean, it was back up, like, I don't know, 5 hours after it went out, but, like, I was asleep by that point. What was weird though is it wasn't just my internet, my phone network also went down, which is extremely frustrating because I couldn't communicate with anyone at all to say, hey, my internet went down. I actually got a couple of messages through before the phone network completely went down, but I got very little communication. So I basically just went to sleep because what else am I going to do with no internet and no phone network? So that was my Monday night. It was depressing and lonely, if I do say so myself. Hey, my internet is down right now, send help. Put on a DVD. I mean, yeah, I could have watched something that I had, but, like, I just decided to go to sleep instead. Because I felt like going to sleep. It's frustrating though, because every time your only options, what you have physically available, you never want to do any of those things. You're like, no, I want to watch something on YouTube. No, I want to do this thing, or I want to do that thing. And every single part of it all requires the internet, god damn it. This connected world. What we need backup internets. That's what we need. We need a second internet in case the main internet goes down. You're sick, Renegade. Oh no. Netflix downloads. Yeah, well, you have to know in advance that you're going to need to download something on Netflix. You have to make the choice to do it. Oh dear. Then last night, actually, my computer forced me to update. I was putting it off for a long time, and Windows eventually said, no, you're not putting this off any longer, you have to update, it's going to be a long one. And I'm like, oh, fine. Because the last time I tried it, the update failed, which is why I kept putting it off because it took a long time and then failed. Luckily, it did go through. It finished. I am up to date on Windows for the most part, and I don't want to be pestered by Windows for a long time about updates, or I'm going to be very upset. So yeah, it's been one of those weeks. And I keep forgetting just how much I've got to edit and put out. Yeah. I don't think it was quite 2 hours, but yeah, it was like an hour or so, my update last night. Luckily, I didn't push anything back. I had just enough time to get it in before I had to finish doing what I was doing for recording, but it was squeaky bum time. So, yeah. But yeah, so much content going up. Having these streams after midnight episodes go up every day adds so much to the editing and uploading every day. Because I'm like, well, I've got 3 things to put up. No, wait, I've got 4 because I've got streams too. You don't have a laptop? I do not, no. Not for a long time. I used to have one years ago, but... It would be handy as an extra thing, but I would never replace my main computer with a laptop. I prefer desktop computers to laptops by far. But as an optional second thing, sure, laptops are great. Hello RS, welcome. Or SR. If you're very severely dyslexic and can't get 2 letters in order. Actually, I don't know if that's any more severe, if it's just like, if you're dyslexic no matter how many letters there are. I don't actually know. I don't know if there's degrees of it where someone's just a little bit dyslexic and someone else is like really dyslexic. That may not be a thing. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Guten Tag. I will ask my cousin for you. Are your cousins dyslexic? Yeah. I don't know if you can be mildly dyslexic or if it's just, no, you're just on or off. When's part 2 of the top 50 best coming? And most importantly, is Tara drunk in that one? Well, it's been recorded since the weekend. It's just been a case of finding the time to edit and the slot for it to go up in. I'm hoping that tomorrow is the day that I'll have time to edit it. I don't see why it wouldn't be. And if I get it finished tomorrow, then I'll probably have it up. Maybe as one of the last things that go up tomorrow. There'll definitely be a streams going up tomorrow, of course, and probably a TV review of some kind. But now that Connor's on vacation for a week, I can get caught up in some things that I've been behind on. At least that's the plan. So I'm going to do a bit of that. But yes, and to answer the second question, yes, Tara was intoxicated during the second half. She bought a bottle of wine just for the occasion. The results are debatable because wine, by her own admission, makes her a bit more sleepy, so it isn't necessarily as good as the gin from the first half, but you can judge that for yourselves once part 2 is up. I assume you didn't read Flash Forward, but the ending of issue 2, oh my god. Oh, I didn't know. Of course not, RS. Wait, is Deuce final episode on Monday? It's the week after, I think. It's episode 7 this week, coming week. It's the week after episode 8 is coming out. What's up with the Deuce? As in, where are the reviews? Is that the question? Basically, there's been so much stuff to do and so much content to get through that we have kind of just fallen behind on it. I don't know exactly how we're going to tackle that. I will. I'm thinking of watching this week's, because obviously we didn't do it. I mean, we watched last week's, just didn't get around to recording it. I'm thinking of watching this week's and doing like just a solo twofer, as it were. Or maybe even after the next one, do a triple, and then just have one final video for the final episode. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the plan is right now. It's kind of fallen behind, and I don't know where to fit it in now. But yes, the second half of the top 50 is coming. Hopefully tomorrow. Late tomorrow though, because I need to edit it tomorrow. And yes, the top 50 worst horror movies that me and Tim did started this week too, and was also fun, for the most part. Although some of those movies I genuinely don't remember enough to actually talk about anymore. I remember hating this. It was terrible. I'm not watching it again to find out, so take my word for it. But yes, yeah, I'll maybe watch this week's episode of Deuce tomorrow and do something for it. Connor's on vacation for a week now, so Connor was always going to miss episode 7. So we'll see how we handle that when he gets back. The chances of him having time to watch all the episodes though before the finale is probably quite slim at this point, because he's going to have a week of DC shows to catch up on, a Mr. Robot to catch up on, and Mr. Robot, he has to catch up on that like a day before the new episode comes out. I bet your list is full of good movies, Renegade. Just solidifying your terrible taste. Do you know what they did at the end of Flash Forward issue 2? If you do not want to know, yeah, go on, tell me. I'm never going to read it. I'm never going to read the Scott Lobdell, Brett Booth book. Not that I've read anything this week yet, because it is Thursday, so I could have read some books this week and I haven't yet. I will literally start them tomorrow, and then finish them off on Saturday before we record. Oh, Jay and Irie appear. Oh my. Wonder how they'll ruin that. I hate to be pessimistic, but it's hard. It's hard with the history. Not good movies, you heathen, but movies you've probably never heard of. Okay. I don't know. I half expect Renegade's like list of 50 worst movies to have like some great movies, like number 4, The Witch. It was so boring. Was that an accurate impression of Renegade? I may have stumbled onto it. Seeing Parasite Sunday. I wasn't so hyped for a film since a long time ago. How many of you have already seen it? I have not seen Parasite. I have not had the opportunity to. I don't even know if it's getting a UK release. I'll keep trying, Renegade. Charlotte, I got some good news on one of my shows that is finishing. It is usually 10 episodes, and they're dropping another 5 episodes next year. You always have to love a screen that comes up mid-season finale next week. What show? But I am looking forward to seeing Parasite though. To go back to that, I've heard good things. UK is in January. Correction, February. Yeah, but at that point it'll be on demand everywhere else. God damn it. Hey Cindy. Power #1 rated Stars TV show. Never seen it, Sheldon, but happy for you all the same. Ugh. Weather's sucked here actually for the past week. Every day I've went for my walk, it's been raining, with the exception of like yesterday. But I've had like 5 walks in the past 6 days that have been pouring rain. But I have endured. I've continued. I actually had to get new shoes to walk in. I'd worn the last pair down. The fellow movie Outlaw Loner. Have you seen The Dead Don't Die? I have not. The Jarmusch film or Jarmusch film. I have not. It was something we had loosely decided we were going to put in the October-thon, then we decided not to. We had other things we'd rather put in. How was Batwoman, or did you stop after episode 1? No, we kept going. TV Multiverse is out, just came out a couple hours ago, talking about episode 2. It's not that good. It's pretty sucky for the most part. Some of the bat stuff looks okay, is fine, but all of the drama with her and her ex, who's now married, and a lot of that stuff is really, really, really tedious. Hopefully it gets better. Hopefully. Admittedly, none of the shows right now are firing on all cylinders. Dear. And I am determined to watch some movies this week, so I've actually got something to talk about next time me and Tim do the news. Which we'll be doing on Sunday, actually. So I've only got a few days. Oh, the Joker opinions in chat. I liked it a lot more than I thought it would. It's pretty stirring and quite messed up, but not at all controversial, in my opinion. It shares analytic and dark, which I think works for a film actually titled about Joker. I haven't seen it yet. I don't think I'm going to rush out and see it in theaters. I think I can wait until it's easily accessible. Don't say we're watching Under the Shadow. Every time you do, we don't. No, we'll watch Under the Shadow. That's happening. That's going to happen. Maybe something else too. Probably have a late stream tomorrow night, I think. Barring any elements that I can't predict. If Jay and Irie survive Flash Forward and are incorporated into the Williamson run, and assuming Steadfast restores Iris's memory, do you think that they will do the same for Linda Park? Could you imagine? I think they'd have to. If the kids are there with their memories and they don't give Linda her memories back, that would be just a weird like detail that everyone would remember forever. That everyone would complain about forever. Like, why is Linda getting excluded from this? You think Joker's top 50 movies of all time? Is that what you mean, Sheldon? It looks fantastic though, but fair enough. Cinematography is one of its best features. I was at a sold out screening and you could hear a pin drop. That's how much everyone was into it and shocked by it. Except for one guy who laughed at everything Phoenix did, who obviously sat right next to me. Ah, dear. Some movies I think work just as well, if not better, at home. I don't. It's been a while since I've felt the need to see things in theaters for the sake of seeing it in theaters. It's usually just about, do I want to see it bad enough, as opposed to this is a theater movie. Yeah, I hate bad people in theaters. Horror movies are the worst for it. See if you see a horror movie and teenagers come in, you're in for a bad time. Teenagers in a horror movie is the worst thing ever. If you can somehow do it, I would recommend going to horror movies when like school is on, so that there'll definitely be no teenagers, because teenagers are absolute garbage. when it comes to those films. The occasional one kick, but not like consistently, if that's what you mean. And who was this brave hero renegade that spoke for the people? The bombardment. You get bombarded. Do 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 do. Is there any other questions about content? Because I know Twilight Zone and Star Trek have not been as strictly weekly in the last couple of weeks, just because there's so much content going up. It was hard to fit them into the schedule. But yeah, Twilight Zone went out the other day. Star Trek did go out last week. I've got another one recorded of Star Trek. Since the short treks went up though, I might hold that back till next week, because me and Connor can't record one for next week now, I don't think. So maybe worth holding that off for a week, but we'll see. We'll see. Bong Joon-ho, sorry, said he always sits in the last row. Where do you always sit? Me usually right in the middle. Yeah, I'm right in the middle. I want to be in the middle of the screen. I want to be in the middle so that all the surround sound is perfectly around me evenly. Middle of the middle. Always. Some old woman, my grandmother told her to shut up back. I wasn't laughing during anything though. The screen was black. Yeah, but was it black after like a pivotal moment in the movie where it faded to black and someone just died, and then you're sitting there giggling, ruining the moment for everyone, Renegade? So inconsiderate. So inconsiderate. Only thing was this lady kept going to the bathroom. Yeah, I never go to the bathroom during the movies. I could just hold it. It's fine. I don't want to miss anything. I don't think I've literally ever left the theater during the movie to go to the bathroom and came back. Do I really think that low of you? uh, I really want to joke Renegade, but I feel like you'll take it poorly if I do. Sorry, Devious will crack jokes instead, that's fine. I'm off the hook. I'll be over here. Did I see the SNL parody of the Joker trailer? I did not. It doesn't let you can pause. Indeed. So, I just watch the movie. I'll pee after. It's fine. Ah, dear. Devious on fire apparently today. You know what? I had that bagel before I started, and yet somehow I'm still like thinking about food. I'm like, could have some food after this. Could be something nice to eat. I guess it's just one of those days. Devious, you had to ask her opinion about something with Cumberbatch in it. If I ever have to hear the name Cumberbatch again, that would be delightful. Paul Dano, you mean the Riddler? Riddle me this, Batman. That was more of a Joker voice. Benefits lumberjacks. Oh dear. What is a Cumberbatch anyway? It's like a bowl of cucumbers? It's a Cumberbatch? A batch of cumbers? Eh. How's everyone week been then? How's everyone else? I know Renegade's sick, but how's everyone else doing? Sheldon? You know fair well I've not seen the movie. maybe hold some of those points in. Renegade, get some taste. Like things, like other things. Like synchronized swimming. That could be an interest for you. You could get right into that. All those people swimming in formation. Synchronicity, you might say. And Sonic got his redesign in the movie? I didn't see that yet. Sonic looks good now. Really? I don't know if I believe that. Hold on. Let me go see what this Sonic looks like. Oh. Sonic redesign. Heroic Hollywood. Oh my god, I don't like this website. We just have these two images to go by? I mean, it looks more Sonic-like, I guess. Okay. That was more of a redesign than I thought they'd have, to be honest. He's probably still going to have to be too big though, just for the sake of like all the eye lines matching where they filmed it for before. But at least it won't be big lanky legs this time. What was cool about the Joker screening is that I felt like I got run over by a truck and then stepped out of the theater into the pouring rain. It felt like the movie was sort of still happening. Maybe cool is the wrong word. But it took a while to be able to think about other stuff than that film. Interesting. I mean, I like the movie. I don't know. I just don't have any enthusiasm to go and chase it down for whatever reason. Like, I want to wait until everything has died down. I'm sick of hearing about it, you know? Like, everyone's talking about it, all the controversy online. Like, I'll see it when everyone's shut up. When things are quiet. You know, I've got a giant scratch on my foot, which I'm pretty sure I gave to myself because it was itchy last night. And I didn't realise I'd scratched it so hard that there's a giant scratch on it, like the cat had done it. I say the cat, one of the cats. All three of which are sleeping right now. I watched like 7 reviews about it. Ah, there. Yeah. Yesterday was super busy. I had to do Ace last night after doing Television from the Multiverse with Connor, which meant I had 4 TV shows to watch and a movie to watch. Recording both of those. I did find time to watch Dynamite after all that, though. I'm enjoying watching that every week right now. Less than 10 people die that we actually see. There is no real kill fest, but understand where you're coming from. But it's definitely one of the most talked about films in a long time, and most already had an opinion about it and a verdict before it came out. What's wrong with people? It touched some. It hit some buttons. Oh, Todd Phillips is definitely an idiot. Every time Todd Phillips opened his damn mouth, it made me want to see the movie less. Because he's just such a tit. You hear that, people? Such a tit. I feel like it's going to be like Once Upon a Time, where everyone the hype dies down and I'm just falling asleep in the theater watching it. Too much Renegade. I can't be bothered trying to remember it all. Numerous things. That was one of them. Yes. That's right. I forgot you didn't like Once Upon a Time that much, Cindy. Which is a shame. So, thoughts on DC's 5G? It sounds like DC are going to try and replace all the Justice League members with legacy characters. I feel this would be a stunt that will eventually be undone. Yes. I wouldn't want it to. I would want it to stick. I am all for, not that this is necessarily what's going to happen, character for character, but I am someone who thinks that Dick Grayson should still be Batman. I would be perfectly okay with Donna being Wonder Woman. Did you know that the Hangover 2 writer wrote Chernobyl? Yes, Devious. Me and Tara have joked about Craig Mazin's filmography many a time because he wrote a lot of bad movies. And then somehow did Chernobyl, which is one of the best TV things of the year. If I told you I didn't like it, you would call me names. You shouldn't have favorite children, Pete. Didn't like what? What would I make fun of you for not liking? Oh, Once Upon a Time? I get it, hon. I don't have favorite children, Renegade. Just one least favorite children. Well, one least favorite child, rather. Best TV thing so far for me, but Mr. Robot might be better. Mr. Robot, 2 episodes in, it can get there. I can get there. Yeah, Chernobyl's probably the best thing so far of the year TV wise. But Mr. Robot's final season is upon us, and I've got a good feeling that by the end of the season, it will be the best thing of the year for me. Because I love that show. I love everything it does. I feel like Renegade's not quite got my baiting wit yet. Can I call it my baiting wit? I think I can. Connor likes Mr. Robot, so that gives it the edge. Does it? Why does Connor's opinion matter so much? I'm still waiting for some more episodes of Mr. Robot to be out. Then I'll watch season 3, and then still not on Prime there in Deutschland. Oh, they finally fixed it. Oh, okay, good. Excellent. Only took 2 episodes. Oh, pardon me. Why am I yawning? Connor has good taste. Pfft. I don't know about that. He is picky. But the fact that he discounted Chernobyl, the best TV thing of the year so far, says that he cannot be trusted. If 5G makes Wallace the Flash, it paints Heroes in Crisis in a new light. Like they made Wally unworthy to succeed Barry again. No offense to Wallace, just crazy conspiracy on my part. I think there's a lot of us who would much rather Wally be the one taking over. I think that's very abundantly clear. Yeah. Carter's picky. He's a picky prick. I've obviously seen season 3 already, but I'm rewatching all of it still, which is what Sam Esmail said you have to do. Oh, did he? Maybe I should rewatch the whole show as season 4's airing. Well, no accounting for taste, Sheldon. Connor has good taste. Never heard such baffling things in my life. I tried fired as director again. I told you. Although I think I said that it'd be like 3 or 4 months before he left, so they actually did it much quicker than I thought they would. Was up, Firefly? You coming up? Coming up, Firefly? Oh, it hasn't happened yet. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, Firefly. Why are you on the internet, Dad? And what's attention? Oh, there's people on the other side of the screen. They deserve your attention. I deserve your attention. I'm your baby. I'm your putty cat. Yes. I like your taste too. I'm not picking one of you over the next. Fine. Should be picking me, but fine. Hey, Firefly. Say hello to the people. Yeah. Hey everyone. I'm Firefly. This is my domain. I am a putty cat. And I do whatever I want. This human, he tickles my neck because I allow it. Because I enjoy it. Because I will it. Hey, Caster. I hadn't seen your Mr. Robot reviews, but I watched them alongside my season 1 and 2 rewatch. Good stuff. Watched all the season 1 reviews in one go. Yeah, it's all one video because that was the really old stuff. Yeah, the season 3 is where we really like hit our stride, I think, no, because I feel like that's where we got really nuts with the like I started taking notes and watching it twice, and like I think the shortest reviews like 50 minutes. A lot of them are like well over an hour. Isn't that right, Firefly? If anything, I'm shocked that the last episode was only about 45 minutes. It's shorter than I'd expect. Pet me, human. I wish to be stroked. Ignore those people on the internet. Give me the attention. He finished the 14-book series I was reading, and if the TV show is anything like the book, it will be a solid show. Remind me what book series that was? Firefly. Firefly. He's standing on my leg, not doing anything. His ass is in my face. I can see your ass, pretty cat. Eh. You know, I'll just scratch his back really hard. Eh. Like that, Firefly? Hmm? I actually think he's into this. He's certainly not complaining. Wheel of Time. Ah, yes. 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 Well known that I don't like fantasy. This is true. Stroker. I am to quite like Stoker as a movie. That was a solid coming of age movie with a dark twist on it. But I do love Chanwick Park, typically. Firefly, you are not staying up there. You will cause chaos. Hey everyone, I'm Firefly. Oh, that one guy in the comments of the top 50 video didn't bother me. Nah, I'm not even sure what you're talking about, to be honest. And if I don't remember it, then it definitely didn't bother me. What are you staring at, Firefly? You were happy and asleep like 5 minutes ago. Go back to sleep. You've been a little menace. Your brothers are asleep. They're not bothering me. Or trying to hog the stream. Look, this is a cat takeover. Us cats will take over the stream. I'm going to go shut my window, guys, because I opened it for some fresh air, but it is a bit cold outside, so I'm going to go shut it. I am back. I'm badder than ever. Do. If I'm sitting up, I should tilt the camera back up, shouldn't I? There you go. I'm actually a little bit too bright. Hold on a second. Let me make it a bit warmer. Cool that hotspot a little bit. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, I'm always beautiful, but you know. Netflix put out some earnings report that they only talked about the numbers for Stranger Things, Tall Girl, Raising Dion, and Unbelievable. Thinking none of the content did that well. It's hard to say with Netflix because they're so secretive. And I can't imagine that Mindhunter season 2 did that badly. They better renew that. I mean, I'm glad that Raising Dion has done well. I'm enjoying that. The episode 4 review of that is up in the audio feed, if anyone was looking for it, because that's audio only now. And episode 5 has been recorded. I'm just sort of spreading them out a little bit, so there's not a huge gap between 5 and 6, because, as previously mentioned, Connor is on vacation, and will be for a whole week. So... yeah. I never tried Tall Girl. Or even really knew what it was. Have you watched Fractured on Netflix yet? It's a psychological thriller. I have not. That's the one with Worthington in it, right? No, haven't not. I'm so glad so many saw Unbelievable. I haven't cried that hard in the last 3 years, I guess. Yes, more Unbelievable is coming. In fact, I might even watch an episode tomorrow and get a review up. I've got three more. I've got three more to do, right? I had five. Yeah, three left. And the Unbelievable numbers on the audio feed are actually quite good. I'll have to finish that off. There was an article yesterday about it becoming an anthology show. Oh, interesting. Just like Hill House. Maybe True Detective's a better comparison for that one, but you know what I mean. Firefly, why are you staring at me, cat? You're making me uneasy. What's up, Firefly? I saw the comment, but then I hit show more and was like, I am not about to read it. Yeah. Well, a text sometimes. I become Firefly. I become. I just want a hug. I just realised that they will totally make Little Boy Now, the sequel to Tall Girl. I'm not kidding, mark my words, they will do that. I thought that'd be a prequel to The Boy. Oh, did you all hear the good news? Brahms, The Boy 2, has been delayed again. It get pushed from September to December, and it's been pushed again to February 2020. It is no longer 2019. You can just keep pushing it indefinitely. That's gonna be a running gag. That's gonna be their review of Siren, where they just keep pushing it back. I'm into it. Is it Firefly? Pete would make a good Bond villain. Thank you. I guess. Coming up. Firefly has been so indecisive right now. He's just kind of staring and thinking about it and then whatever. A Mads Mikkelsen movie shut down production today. Is about to start shooting in 2 days. It's a rates problem. Interesting. Thought they were looking for Oscars. What, for Brahms, The Boy 2? Are you mad? The Boy won Oscars last time, right? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, totally clean sweep the Academy. What is this narrative that's being peddled? Can't be having it. Firefly. If you're coming up, come up. Yeah, maybe it could sweep the Razzies. You're right. I feel like worst actress could go to Kate Holmes. It's out too late now though. It'll be the Razzies 2021. Ah dear. I'm sorry, Firefly's distracting me. I realize this is not what y'all come to the stream for, or maybe you do. Maybe cat time is the main appeal of these things. got you. I've got you. You'll never get away now. I think whoever did the Sharon Tate horror film will get the Razzie this time. The film got hated on as much as The Fanatic. Yes. The Fanatic does seem to be something that me and Tim should do at some point. Seems right up our terrible movie alley. It's not a horror movie though. I feel like me and Tim need like a sort of like spin-off thing that we do every once in a while when we want to do a movie that fits into our weird like bad cult movie thing but isn't a horror movie. Is it? Is it? Yes. Haunting of Sharon Tate, that was a movie, yeah. Once Endgame doesn't win Best Film, I am good. Endgame won't win Best Film. I don't even think Endgame will be nominated for Best Film. And even if it is, it definitely will not win. Firefly. Got the cat in a sleeper hold. Ugh. Yes. Firefly. Cult movies are more creepy than horror. Oh, that's not what cult means, Sheldon. A cult movie doesn't mean it's about a cult. Can Parasite be nominated for Best Film? It can be. But typically what they do is they just put it in the foreign category and don't bother nominating it for Best Film. But they could. Right, Firefly. You can't be up there, okay? You can go behind the monitor if you want. I know you like to do that. Irishman's a good chance, I guess. Will you want to watch that at the cinemas or wait for Netflix release? Probably Netflix, just because Scorsese's very up and down for me, as is gangster stuff. So, I will happily wait until it's easy to see. What do you think of some of the Matrix 4 casting? Jessica Henwick from the Iron Fist series, the best part of the Iron Fist series, might I add, remember to star in it. Yaha Abdul Mateen too. I think I pronounced that right. It's interesting because I think Neil Patrick Harris is also rumored for something. And Matrix 4. You know, it's an interesting cast. I mean, it's nice that they're casting mostly younger people who are new and fresh. I don't know what to make of it yet because I mean, Matrix 2 and 3 are not good. So, like, this almost has to come in and be kind of a soft reboot in a way where, okay, the continuity still kind of exists, but because we're having Neo and Trinity and whatnot, but I feel like it's going to have to appeal to people who didn't like the second two. Like, you know, like we want to like return the Matrix to what it once was and make it special again. Oh, hey Bob. Yeah, since the start of the hour, basically, just right before. Is this a 2-hour stream? Yeah, more or less. I've got wiggle room, but more or less. So the director's cut of Midsummer, it was so good. I saw the comment on the video. It's too soon for me to watch it again. I need to wait at least a year before I'm delving into what will now be like a near 3-hour movie again. But I'm glad Parasite's doing well, even though I've not seen it yet, because it's just nice for foreign cinema to get some well earned buzz and give it some appeal. Do 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 do. I'm liking the thumbnails for the news videos, especially the first one. Oh yeah, with Tim's random photos that I'm finding. Firefly. This cat will not be at rest. He just keeps being a menace. My hot take: Velvet Buzzsaw will get one Oscar nomination, even if it's only just for costume design, which is likely. Gilroy's films have so far always been nominated for something. I mean, we'll see. It came out like right at the start of the Oscar year, if you will. Behave. You hear me, cat? Behave. I am human. I in charge. You obey. I have no opinion. I have basically forgotten Velvet Buzzsaw at this point. I know you like it, Devious, but for me it was a forgettable thing that I'll never think about again. He is way more of a prick. He's like, you ruined the surprise. Interesting. They make him worse in the director's cut. Okay. I'm intrigued. Don't stick a tongue at me, Firefly. Oh, menace. Where's my water? I'm thirsty. Alita? What about Alita? It is very mediocre. They also had a night scene that explains another ritual and why the dead girl was wearing that weird forest vest. Okay. Oh, no, Wesker's up as well. See what you've started, Firefly? You've started a little kitty revolt. Well, Tolkien gets some noms because it's a biopic. I've not really heard anyone talk about it since it came out. Yeah, Rocketman's another one too. I feel like Rocketman get more buzz, but it's hard to say. Because I feel like a lot of the movies that get nominated tend to come out in the months leading up to the end of the year. I don't expect to see a lot of films from earlier in the year. Not that they never get anything, but... Longer cut reminds you more of Wicker Man. Yeah, there was already comparisons to be made there, but that is interesting. I'll stop talking about it now. I'm well aware almost no one likes it. Yeah, I can't lie. Get Out came out in February, right? But yeah, it's rare. Yeah, Get Out's like one of the few exceptions from the last few years I can think of. It tends to be stuff that's released from like September to December. And in some cases just barely makes it before the end of the year. Just so they can count for the next Oscar race. But you did give it a 3 out of 5, so I still respect you. Yeah, it wasn't terrible. It was just, you know, kind of lacking in a lot of ways. There are now 2 cats very near my feet, both licking themselves. Better on a rewatch. Mm-hmm. Oh dear. More importantly, Devious, are you looking forward to more Reffin TV shows? Because we got Reffin Maniac Cop coming from HBO, baby. That was a news headline I didn't expect to see when when I get up that day. Do 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 do. But 1 hour max per episode plays. I feel like the first and last one might be longer, but HBO will probably keep them in line as far as runtime goes. Like I might rewatch Wicker Man original this evening. Yeah, the boy's delayed again. It's exciting times. He's co-directing every episode. Well, I mean, maybe the co-director will have a better sense of time. Watchmen is next week. Watchmen is this week. It's this Sunday. Sunday the 20th. Do 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 do. My list is done. I'm uploading it tonight or tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Anyone who's going to send in their horror movie list, their top 25 or top 50, the deadline is Sunday. It is this Sunday is the deadline. Co-director is the guy who did the original movie? Oh, that's interesting. Do you think the majority of directors are like boxers in the sense that they have their time where they peak and then decline? Example being John Carpenter. You know, I mean, there's no reason why they should be like that, but you can't deny that there was definitely a trend with a lot of directors. John Carpenter being a notable one, Brian De Palma being another one. But there's definitely other examples where it's a bit more like weird, like Martin Scorsese. I feel like goes back and forth constantly, as opposed to like having like a phase where he was great and then got bad. Same with to an extent Ridley Scott, although he's definitely more bad than good these days. But you know, he still occasionally hits out a Martian or something in between all the crappy Alien prequels and whatever else. Was I the one who brought the story to you, or did you hear before I shared it? I saw it before you sent it to me, Bob. DV, should I submit my top 20 even though I haven't even gotten to Halloween yet in my horror marathon? I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you're not well versed enough to send in a top 25 or top 50. Catherine the Great was a miniseries that just came out on HBO, and that is 56 to 58 minutes. Yeah, most stuff in HBO is about that length. Well, the dramas are anyway. Obviously, the comedy stuff tends to be more variable, but shorter. Have you thought of another list we could do, or is it too soon? I've fun doing a list with you. It's probably, I mean, it's too soon, Renegade. We've not even gotten to the results. We've not even finished the results of the first list, never mind the horror list yet. Someday I'll bring you an obscure story that you will use. Maybe, Bob. That one wasn't getting by me, though. No way that one was getting by me. But yeah, so far we have stuck to a streams per day. It's seeming fairly plausible that we'll be able to do it for the rest of the month. And obviously, if you're not a patron, you should be aware that at least 2 bonus episodes have so far went up for patreon.com/Mild Fuzz TV. Wishmaster 1 and 2 are both there for $1 patrons, with 3 and 4 coming soon. And by soon, I mean the next 2 Wednesdays. What do you wish? As you wish. What's up, Firefly? Oh, menace. You know what, cat? I'm pretty hungry. And some deep fried putty cat starting to look pretty tasty about now. Oh, I could never. Top 10 shows of 2019, maybe top 5 episodes of 2019, top movies for January, February. Next list I can think of. Oh yeah, like you want to do like a community voted awards on top of our own personal awards. That could be something. There could be something in that. I voted for top 10 for movies and stuff like that too. Not promise anything yet. I mean, we haven't really made decisions yet as to what we're doing. But there'll definitely be more in the future. We've just done 2 big ones, or are currently in the process of doing 2 big ones back to back. So, a lot of time off, be good. Make it more exciting when it comes back. What do you want from me, Firefly? What do you want from me? Ah, dear. You know what? Next time he's staring at me, I'm going to take a photo of him. Yep, I see you staring. Oh, he's moving around. He's been staying still the whole time, but as soon as I aim a camera at him, he is moving around so I can't get a good shot. Ah, dear. Firefly is the furry little bane of my existence. Oh. Ba 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 ba. Ba da ba 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 da. By the way, today's streams after midnight is a doozy. I said as much on Twitter earlier, and I will reiterate it here. It is one of the worst, probably the worst film that we'll review all October. Which, given that we've already done Freddy's Dead and Jason Goes to Hell, is quite a accomplishment. Wait, do you cast one out? Is that what this is? I have to say, the first time I saw Tim with his haircut, I had no idea who that was. It's Patton Oswalt's cousin. Patton Oswalt's cousin, who goes by the name of Jim Spargulish. Alright, I'm gonna let the cats out. They're staring at me something awful. I think I need to let them out. Well, one of them went out. And then the other one's slowly going up to the door. Are you kidding me? Cats. Don't run away. Damn Firefly. I'm watching AEW right now, and the Jurassic Express gimmick just doesn't make much sense with Stunt replacing Luchasaurus. Oh, you mean the opening with the cup of water? Yeah, no, it doesn't. But that's not on them. It's just, that was a genuine injury. Like, they had to replace him. The match ends up being pretty fun though. Even though it is okay being disappointed that Luchasaurus isn't there, because Luchasaurus was, of course, the exciting part. Well, I like Jungle Boy too, admittedly. But the match ended up being good. The tag match between Page and Omega versus Pac and Moxley was pretty good for storytelling. Like, I've just left the water spot out. Yeah, and just cut ahead. Yeah. No, they could have done. Now you get a good-looking Ed Sheeran and a good-looking Patton Oswalt. Excuse me, Cindy. I couldn't help but notice that there was no one in that list there that's that I'm the good-looking version of. Any WWE stars gone to AEW? Well, I mean, John Moxley was Dean Ambrose. Pac used to be Neville. They all have different names. Most recently, the guy who used to be called Jack Swagger showed up, which is not that exciting because I never liked him. But WWE are doing this thing where they're locking everyone down to a long, like, 5-year contract, so they can't just leave. Which is why you won't see many jumping ship. I don't remind you of anyone. That's fair. That's fair. I just don't want to be left off this good-looking list. God damn it. I'm a sexy man beast. I'll have you know. Oh yeah, main roster WWE is terrible. I don't know what they could even do to convince me to even try it again. It's been garbage for years. I just hear about what happens and how bad it is and just kind of laugh to myself. And then maybe laugh a little bit when the ratings for the shows come out. I am Renegade. How dare you? Look at my beard. It's a sexy beard. Yeah, you're the good cat, Garrus. You weren't pestering me. Yeah. I'm happy to be enjoying a weekly wrestling product again. And I'm happy there's an alternative to the big corporate company who doesn't do wrestling, really. They just do weird bullshit stories that doesn't satisfy anyone. You want to know what I look like just for fun? Sure. Who do you look like? Who do promos? I mean, promos are an important part of the business, but not at the expense of the actual wrestling. One could argue that AEW don't have enough promos, but that's a much better problem than 20-minute promos to open up shows. And yeah, sports entertainment. Yes, it's not pro wrestling, it's sports entertainment, as far as Vince is concerned. Yeah, Vince is a nightmare. But Vince is just good at pissing everyone off. All the good stuff that he ever had, like, only happened because he was backed into a corner and had to let people just do their own thing. That created the stars that everyone likes from the end of the 90s. And now that he's in so much power that he just doesn't want to let anyone else do anything. Oh, you actually want to show me a picture? I thought it was going to describe based on the celebrities, Renegade. And Vince got major cheers in that episode, though. Yeah, fans don't really separate him from the fact that he's actually ruining everything. What's my opinion on the Chinese government? I don't feel like go down that path, Bob. Although I get why you want me to. I think I know why you want me to. But yeah, he's basically F you. We got your money. That's basically his attitude. But you should shave the hair off, but keep the beard. I look a proper kilt then. It would really suit me. I don't know. I tried it once, Caster. I don't know if it suited my head. I don't like Tim's haircut. It'll grow out. It'll grow out. Don't give the boy a hard time. It'll be back in all its glory. Just give it a few months. The boy. That's if it lasts 85 years, Sheldon. Because last time it didn't. Last time it was done within a year. Do, do, do. Oh, Garrus is standing up, but he's kind of sleepy still. His eyes are kind of half closed. It's pretty adorable. Oh dear. You guys better promise to be nice to Tim on Monday. I don't want Tim showing up to the stream on Monday and there been nothing but bad statements about his haircut. You give the boy a complex. Can't picture Pete bald headed. I don't know if that's trying to tempt me into doing it, but no. Yep, the streams after midnight stream is on Monday. Monday night. You think we'll get some kind of Black Mirror special before the end of the year? I don't know. Has there been any rumblings about one? I don't think there has. The last one-off special didn't do that much for me, so I don't know if I'm even that excited by the prospect. Even though I like season 5 more than a lot of people seem to, although I would very much agree that they're past their peak. Black Mirror Cumberbatch was solid. Don't encourage Renegade. Don't encourage her. Do 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 do. HBO Max acquires US streaming rights to the Studio Ghibli library. That might mean to a lot of people. Have I heard of Gorno? I do not. I have not. Ant-Man 3 is in development, expected to film summer of 2021. Not that that's that surprising. Black Mirror should just end now. It's had a good run, but CB just recycles his ideas now. Can I guess what Gorno was? Well, it rhymes with another word. So I'm going to guess it's something pornographic. As where the G comes from, I don't know. Maybe goats? Maybe it's Tim sort of thing? Talked about it in the last podcast. The guy that made Cheddar Goblin made some. Oh, it's gore. Alright, okay. Oh, my scroll wheel's messed up. Yeah, I would actually need more Black Mirror if like it's had a good run. You know, I've got a good like I don't know 8 or 10 episodes of that show that I think are fantastic and are very rewatchable. I'm not opposed to him trying to do more. I quite like the Striking Vipers episode from this past season. I thought that was a bit more interesting, unique, but oh, I am bored now. Look at who decided to show up. Yeah, I remember the commercial from Mandy. Yeah. been watching stuff. Who told you you could watch stuff? Born now. I don't remember giving you permission for that. I'm actually going to the bathroom, guys. You know, a man has got to go. A man's got to go. I will be back in a couple of minutes. I will put up the starting screen until I come back. But please do stick around, and we shall continue talking about silly things. I'm back. Oh, there's a lot of comments here. Let's have a look. I got a snack as well to keep me going. It energy when talking to you folk. Couple hours of the buffet. Very nice, born now. Very nice. Watch Blood Diner. Hey, did you know, Born Now, that you can get an episode of Streams After Midnight talking about Blood Diner via your Patreon account? Me and Tim had a blast talking about that one. I didn't even know who was in Succession, to be honest, so I'm surprised to see Kieran Culkin and Brian Cox's names be mentioned. I'm forgetting because Tyler's not here, I have to approve all the comments myself. It's like I'm not even back. Everyone's just talking about Succession. That's fine. I'll eat my snack. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Firefly scratching at the door. He's doing his best impression of Gus, Tara's cat. HBO put a trailer for The Outsider. Let me go see what The Outsider is. Oh, it's a movie. Or is it? Am I looking at the wrong thing? Movies of 2021. Yeah, seems more like it. Ben Mendelsohn. With my best horror list sent, might do a worst of. Enjoy the first part of the countdown, by the way. No, thank you. I think we had fun doing it. It was a weird one to make, admittedly. Based on a Stephen King book here. Interesting. No, Jared Leto was garbage in Blade Runner. He was easily the worst part of that movie. By the way, Pete, did you include the boy just to troll Tim? And no, I genuinely put that on there. Have I mentioned the hit television show Buffy the Vampire Slayer yet? It just came up, I think. I don't know if I did my catchphrase yet, admittedly. Hi, Firefly. You trying to say hello? Hmm? Good Firefly. Yes. Oh, interesting, Cindy. I'll have to note it down for future HBO reviewing. Meh. Meh. What are you up to, Firefly? I'm developing plans to attack the enemy. Who's the enemy, Firefly? Gus. Gus Kitty has insulted me for one too many times. I am assembling the cat army to take him on. Yes. Yes. If Villeneuve talked about it, it would have been something special. I mean, I think the character is useless in that movie. And serves no purpose, but. So I don't think David Bowie being there instead would have changed anything for me. It'd have been less annoying. Possibly. Leto's been such a disappointment to my teenage self. Teenage you just didn't have good taste, Cindy, that's all it is. You've got better taste now. Hello everyone, welcome. Welcome. Firefly has settled and laid down in my lap. Which is good. Because it means he's calm. It's a firefly. How much of these streams tends to be me talking to my cat? I feel it's like a significant portion. More than it should be. That was also in that new Rami Malek and Denzel Washington film. What is that movie? It's calming, Pete. Is it? I'm glad. I'm glad it's not boring. Love The Irishman. It's a return to form for Scorsese. The ending is very moving. Okay. Little things. Okay. We'll have to keep an eye out. Try to open my bottle without disturbing the cat. Which means doing it with one hand. Justifies the length too. Oh god, is that another movie that's nearly 3 hours? I am sick of 3-hour movies this year. I feel like almost every movie I've seen in theaters this year has been like nearly 3 hours long. And I've liked most of them, it's just like, oh, come on. Don't like Goodfellas. I mean, I like Goodfellas, but I do think I don't love it as much as, fandom loves it. Yeah, 3 hours is a barrier though. Like, I have to be in the mood to sit down for a 3-hour movie. I definitely take The Godfather over Goodfellas. Movies like Absentia, I felt like they went on for 3 years. I mean, yeah. But you could have the worst of both worlds, where it's like It Chapter 2, where it's both 3 hours and feels like more. Firefly's tail's wagging. It's like he really wants me to go feed him or something like that, but he's conceded that it's not happening for at least a little while. So he's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna lie here on your lap because as soon as you move, I know it's time. I'm so glad you guys hated it, chapter 2. I thought I was going to be alone there. And no, I mean, there was a chance that Tim would like it, but I felt very skeptical going in. I was worried about that movie before I saw it. I was worried, like, as I was watching it, that Tim was going to love it and I was going to have to fight him on it. So I was relieved when Tim revealed that he, I not even revealed, I saw him on Twitter, like, say something that sounded like he didn't like it. People would love to see that movie with chapter 1 and 2 put together into one, I bet. Oh yeah, couldn't wait. 5 hour cut of it, chapters 1 and 2. Oh, pardon me. How about Kill Bill the whole bloody affair? Give me that cut. Happily watch that one. I always watch that in one sitting. The whole bloody affair will just mean that I don't have to change discs halfway through. Gesundheit. Do you know, Gesundheit's actually pretty commonly known in the rest of the world. I don't know why, but for some reason, there's just a couple of words that have transcended the German language into being acceptable alternatives for, the usual things, and Gesundheit is one of them. Uh, Bored now. Oh, Zeitgeist, there you go. Kindergarten. That's another one. It's funny when you notice like things from your own country or language like being a regular part of other like stuff. For example, like everyone in the Western world sings Auld Lang Syne at New Year's, and that's a Scottish song. It's weird. I don't know, Bob. The horror stuff in it too really bugged me. Less is more for me normally, Pete, but I do like getting lost in a good long movie too. It depends how well it's done. But your next statement about Kill Bill is just wrong. So, no, I'm not listening to you. Schadenfreude. I was like that one. I've never heard that one. Schadenfreude. Oh no. I'm caught in a pickle here. I have one cat wanting out, and then another cat on my lap. Oh no, he's moved. Oh. Auf Wiedersehen's pretty well known. I think Schnell's pretty well known as well. Schnell, Schnell. Ooh. When you're happy about someone else's bad luck. Ah, so I feel that way about Connor all the time then, is what you're saying. It, bored now, come on. Kill Bill. I'm going to say something controversial here. Kill Bill is better than any film Martin Scorsese's ever made. That was my mic dropping, if you didn't get what I was doing there. But the King of I've never seen the King of Comedy, admittedly, so I can't speak much to that. But of all the ones I've seen, some of which I like a lot, I love Taxi Driver and Hugo. But I'm trying to upset board now is my main goal here. So, roll with me. Oh, some hot takes on Twitter. Yep, even Taxi Driver. And I love Taxi Driver, but I like Kill Bill more. It's better. You have to see King of Comedy before Joker. De Niro basically reprises his role. Interesting. I guess I'll have to try and fit that in at some point. Who's your least favourite now, Pete? Oh, still you. Don't serve me a softball at that, Renegade, because I'll always say the thing that's the funniest thing to say. Oh dear. Jackie Brown is still my favourite Quentin Tarantino film. Luckily enough, lucky enough to see it as a mystery film screening a few weeks back. I don't think I'm funny, Renegade. I know I'm funny. Aaron Paul analysed every time he said bitch on Breaking Bad in a video online today. That feels like it would take too much time. That sounds like a complete day's worth of filming that to capture all that. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm overestimating the number of times that you said it. "7 minutes of joy." Oh, they cut that down. There's no way they didn't trim that heavily. Come on. I'd expect a feature-length discussion per season. Never mind 7 minutes for the whole damn thing. "7 minutes of joy" sounds like a bit like a midlife crisis film. Oh dear. Oh, Django Unchained's good. I do love Django Unchained. Do. So it's just good casting. Oh, you think he's a blind actor? Okay. I was confused about what that meant. He's perfect in that role. I don't think there's any disputing that. What's the screams for today? Oh, I've not revealed it yet, Bob. I was teasing it earlier because it's maybe the worst film we watched for October. Aaron Paul was in Mission Impossible? ETA of upload. It's actually ready to go, Bob. So it should be within 5-10 minutes of me finishing the stream. Born Now's opinions on movies, man. Baffling. Baffling to me. Yeah, it was kind of bland in it, as well as you can tell by not remembering him. Was it the fifth one? Because the fifth one was pretty forgettable, I thought. Compared to... Oh, it was the third one. He was in the third one. I've only seen that once, and that was a long time ago. Mm-hmm. I'm also very hungry. That's what I'll be doing. I will be ending the stream. I'll be putting streams up since it's ready to go, and then I'll be going to make food before I edit Ace and have that up sometime tonight. And I'm recording with Tim a little bit later. So that should go well. Last Person on the Left, he was in that remake. I did see that like once, like when it was on TV like years ago. I'd have to re-watch it to have an opinion on it. I'm not entertaining this conversation board now. You're barking up the wrong tree. Got to get a sticker attached to your name whenever you comment on YouTube, calling you the local fool. He's your old man Ralph from Friday the 13th, yelling at the yelling at the cloud. Don't go to Camp Crystal Lake. It's got a death curse. That's you right now. That's what I'm talking about anyway. I don't know. I think I'm a little bit delirious. I need food. I don't even know why. It's not even been that long since I've been. I'm not at dinner yet, admittedly, but I'm on a bit of a sliding schedule right now. Oh, Matt's agreeing with me on Twitter. That's good. Psycho 2 was great and 3 is the boring one, I find. I will not tell you what I think of the third one because the third review will be up on Sunday. But yeah, Psycho 2 is surprisingly a good movie. It's a surprisingly solid sequel to Psycho. Obviously, it's not the masterpiece that Psycho is, but it's surprisingly solid. None goes boom. We talk about that, don't worry. Ooh. Sorry, is that sound of my stretching off-putting? It probably is. Oh, is that time to be wrapping up the stream? More or less, it is. Am I doing the remake for Psycho? No, there's no plans for the Psycho remake as of yet. But now that we've done the 4 main movies, we'll consider it at some point in the future. But yes, that's been 2 hours, guys, so it's about time for me to wrap up. So I am going to go. I'm going to bid you adieu. I'll get streams up ASAP, and then I'm going to eat some food. I'm going to edit the Ace, and I'm going to get ready for Pat and Oswald. I mean, Tim, who I'm recording with later. So, but anyway, that is everything, guys. So thank you very much. I will see you next time. There will be a movie watching stream sometime, either Friday or Saturday. So I hope to see some of you guys then. It's been a pleasure. Goodbye.